It's just a quick little video of people that's broke. Even Gen Zs to old heads, boomers, all of us, man. This is just showing the facts. And then what you think, though? Let me know. And also like and subscribe.
I'm one of those people where I don't care how broke I am. I will never want extra hours at a job. I will never cover for anyone. I really want to work as least as possible. Whenever bosses say, do you want extra hours, or like, do you want to work these days? Absolutely not. And I hate when they act like they're gifting it to me. Like, would you like more hours? That is like throw up to me. Absolutely. Like, I really would love for less hours. I would rather be extremely broke with free time than rich and working all the time. I really hate working, like hate. I think I'd be better off as like a farmer, or honestly like a landscaper. I think that I like that better because it's actual work.
I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work for nobody. And it might sound so lazy. Like, people be like, well, what's your dream job? I don't have no dream job. I want to get up and literally do what the I want to do. Eat what I want to eat. Why are we paying for groceries? Why are we paying for food? I want to get up and take a vacation whenever I want to take a vacation.
Stop it. I can't watch this.
See, that's a fact, literally. Like, just from watching that, that's exactly how they be treating it. Like, I understand we gotta pay bills, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Prefacing this, I like my job, so if any of my coworkers see this, chill. But for me personally, there is something very unsettling about the fact that when you're super excited about, having your own place, your own car, you're paying your own bills, you're independent, right? And let's say there's one day, that you really don't feel like going to work. When you become financially independent and you're working a 9 to 5, if you lose your job, you will be homeless. There is literally no cushion. And not everybody has the luxury of just quitting a job and having either savings lined up or somebody to help them or another job lined up. You just have to keep going. And that doesn't sit well with my spirit.
See, watching that, she's not lying. Like, literally, it costs a lot of money just to live. And it's like, what the hell? Why we gotta pay all this money and not get nothing out of it, it seems. But let's see more.
Motherfuckers always asking me my dream job like I just like working. Bitch, I hate working. I tell people all the time, bro, my dream job is to not have a job. I hate clocking in. I hate talking to managers. I hate having meetings. I hate having coworkers. I hate everything about having a job. I hate having to wait on a paycheck. I hate this shit. I really hate this shit. I hate working this job. I hate working a job. I tell people this shit all the time. I don't want a job. I don't want a job. I want to act, I want to rap, because shit like that, it don't feel like a job. I want to do shit that doesn't feel like a job. It don't feel like a job. I got to wake up in the morning and swipe a card, or I got to get on Chronos and log in, get on ADT, log in. I got to motherfucking receive a call from my manager and be like, hey, did you do this? I don't want to hear none of this shit. I'm tired of this shit on my mama. I'm 2 seconds away, 2 milliseconds away from slapping my manager, my boss, and all my coworkers. I swear to God, and whoever own this company, and whoever own a company. I swear to God, I hate working. We always get underpaid. And it's so crazy because your job not really your job. It's just your turn, because at the end of the motherfucking day, they can fire you whenever the fuck they want to. If they getting low on business, they can fire you, and they gonna call it a layoff, because of course you able to get unemployment if they, they call it a layoff. But I'm just saying, like, your job is not really your job. It's just your fucking turn. You could be down bad on your ass and you really need to work overtime, and you can't even fucking work overtime. You don't even got a job no more. You don't even fucking know, because they low on business right now. But I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. And I really hate the fact that I got to depend on this shit right now. But one day, I'm not going to need to depend on this shit. One day, I'm not going to need to depend on this shit and deal with these stinking ass customers, deal with these stinking ass managers, deal with these stinking ass coworkers. I just hate it.
See, that's a fact. Literally, I'm tired of working too myself. Like, I be like, bruh, why I gotta come in every day and do the same thing and barely have any money? It's like I'm working just to live.
I don't want to work anymore. And now everyone who's not going to watch the full video can go comment about how lazy I am, how lazy my generation is, and how we just don't want to work anymore. And now for those that are still here, I will explain what we mean by that. I do want to work. If I didn't work, I think I would honestly probably get so bored that I would just want to off myself. Like, most of us want to work. It helps gives you purpose. It helps give you something to do. Hopefully you do something you're passionate about. Luckily for me, I do something I'm passionate about. So I genuinely like my job. But the problem is the purpose of a job is supposed to pay for you to be able to afford to live. And that's just not the case anymore. People in my generation who went to college, who did everything they were supposed to do, worked hard in school, went to a good college, graduated with their degree, yada yada, got their first job, and they can't afford to live. And we're working 40 to 60 hours a week, like on average, and we cannot afford to live. Like, we just do not make enough to pay rent, to pay for food. Everything is so expensive right now, and wages are not keeping up with the cost of living. So we are working full time, giving up a huge portion of our lives to work, and we can't even afford to live. That is why my generation is frustrated. That is why we don't want to work anymore, because we work really hard and we still can't afford to even get by. So, like, what's the point? We can't afford to save. We can't afford to buy things we want. We can't afford to go out and do fun things. We can barely afford to pay our rent and buy food. A lot of us have like 2 or 3 jobs, or like work a full-time job and have several side hustles. That is the case for me. And then older generations just look at us and they're like, you're not working hard enough. This is your fault. Like, you're not working hard enough. That's why you can't get. The reason we can't get by is because the cost of living since the 90s has gone up 67%, while the wages have only gone up 18%. So wages have not kept up with the cost of living. That is why we can't afford to live. Not because we're lazy, not because we don't work, not because we don't want to work anymore. That is why. That is all. We're also in extreme debt because everything is so much more expensive than it used to be. College is way more expensive than it used to be. Cars are way more expensive than they used to be. Housing, way more expensive than it used to be. And on top of all that, politicians and older generations are destroying our environment, not doing anything to protect it, so we don't even know that there'll be a habitable earth when we're older to live in. So yeah, that makes us pretty pessimistic and nihilistic and not want to work.
And she's not lying. Literally, there's a lot of people in college in debt. Everyone starts out with debt, it seems, and it never gets easier. It's like, what are we doing here?
I hate when older people be like, younger people these days don't want to work. You ain't been more right about anything your whole life. Why the fuck would I want to work? If you want to work, you might want to go talk to that lady too, because some might be off. Who the fuck wants to work? We work because we have to work. And when we work, we're going to do our best and all that. But want to work? Are you crazy? I want to lay, not labor. You see what I'm saying? That's why I like to say everybody needs to have a good work-lay balance. It's very important. You can't just be at the crib on your free time and be like, man, I really wish I was doing accounting right now. Boy, I wish I had some more emails I could answer. You know what I could really go for right now? A Zoom call. Shit me. Like, get it together. If I'm being honest, I really have no desire for labor. I don't want to work. And there's nothing wrong with loving to do what you do for a living. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely separate argument. But just like wanting to work, brother, if I ain't have to work, I'd be retired, okay? Get a fucking grip.
See, now that's crazy. Just the fact that everybody's really getting broke. Like, we all can't make money, but I'm just saying, Gen Z's is not lying.
I wish I was one of those people that just calls off work because they don't feel like going to work, but I can never commit. I can never be that person because I've tried. I've thought about it. I have the time to do it. I have the PTO and the sick time. I can just not. I just can't.
No, that's a fact. Literally, you gotta have balance, because if you just at the crib and you just chilling too long, you start to get lazy, and that's how I feel. I got a lot at the crib, but I never get on it. I could be doing gaming if I wanted to, but I never game. All I do is work on paying a bill. But let me know in the comments what y'all think, man.
Come to the realization that I just don't want to work anymore. Like, it doesn't matter the job, the career path, the location. I just don't want to fucking work anymore.
Nah, I feel her on that one. She's saying she don't want to work. Like, literally, it gets that bad to where it just like you wake up one day and you like, what the hell am I here for? Let me know in the comments what you think, though.
Let's talk about how I don't want to work no more. Currently, I work at a furniture store and I get paid $16 an hour and we get paid bi-weekly. 2 weeks ago, I got sick and I wasn't able to go to work. My boss sends me a picture of the new schedule for the upcoming week, and I went from working 4 days a week to now I'm only on the schedule for 2 days. I send him a text back like, bro, like, why am I only working 2 days? He replies back, bro, you called out. I say, bro, I was sick. He then says, yo, I come to work sick all the time. What's your excuse? At this point, I'm frustrated and I'm already looking at other jobs. But then like, bro, like I start to think, I'm like, bro, if I get another job, I'm likely gonna deal with the same BS, the same stuff. And then you start thinking like, bro, like if I'm gonna go through the same thing at another job, why do I want to keep working? Now look, today I was supposed to come to work at 10 o'clock and leave at 3. Bruh, 10 o'clock came, I was in there chilling, editing videos, doing what I had to do. When I see what time it is, it's like 1 o'clock. And like, I'm literally just thinking, I'm like, bro, like I gotta get me another job. Like, it's not gonna last here, bro. But then again, I'm like, I don't wanna work no more, yo. I don't wanna work no more. So bro, you know what I did? I clocked out and left. I be seeing these people on TikTok, they making money off the TikTok shop. They making money off the long form content of doing like 1 minute long videos and everything like that. And I see it. And you know, me, the type person I am, it's not always about the money. It's not always about the money. It's about moving freely and doing exactly what I want when I want. I just want to be free. I just want to wake up every morning and be like, bruh, what am I going to do today? Oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. I don't want to clock in no more.
See, that's just scamless for them to take and cut his hours. You never know who got money and what they need their money for. So that's what tells you whoever's in power, they can do whatever they want with you.
Hi, can someone tell me what the fuck's going on? Like, what are we doing? After you work your job and you pay your bills and you go to the gym and you eat good and maybe you socialize and you sleep and then you take care of yourself, like what's the end goal? Retirement? No. Even when you meet your goals, you travel, you save up for something financially, you buy a house, you have a baby. What then? Like, it's really this day in, day out, every fucking day forever? Until what, the big finale is we die? Like what's going on? What are we doing here?
That is a fact. It seems like all we get to do in this life is work ourselves back to the ground as dust. It's like, what 9 to 5 do we have that you just don't have time? You can't spend time with the family because you gotta be able to provide. And that's all we've been doing, providing for yourself or your family. But let me know in the comments, how hard is it for you to struggle in this economy? Seriously.
I have lost so much motivation to work a regular job. I don't want to work a regular job anymore. You know, it's a rat race. I've lost my energy to do so. I'm not even motivated by the money anymore. It just seems as though everybody that's around me is in their own little bubble. I don't really have anybody who communicates or talks to me anymore. Even the ones that I used to consider my close friends, they've seemed to just dropped off. So it's kind of lonely out here, isn't it? At some point, I believe that our system as to how we work and how we're supposed to live is going to change because inflation is too high. And people are not motivated to work as they used to be. People are realizing that there's a better way of going about doing things. So if anybody else feels this way, please let me know. I'm not the only one, hopefully.
The weirdest feeling ever is like when you don't want to work at all, but you know you need to survive, so you have to work. So you're kind of trapped in a constant loop of having to do your job, because if you don't do your job, you're going to be homeless and you're not going to be able to eat. But then again, you don't want to work, so you don't do your job, but then you do your job because you have to live.
See, this is just a quick video just to show, people's thoughts, what's going on and what you think. Let me know down below, man. Have you been broke? Let me know down in the next video.